This is the warning. Each day in America, under Donald Trump, Elon Musk, J.D. Vance, and Marco Rubio, strange, terrible, and awful things happen. Each day, there are new degradations, new lows, new imbecilities mated to idiocies that explode like bomb clusters over the White House, illuminating the sky, even in the bright light of day. And yesterday was such a moment when the Don and Elon came outside the White House gates to participate in a stunt for the revival of poor Elon the fascist cratering car company Tesla, which in just 40 days or so has become synonymous with the Nazi mobile because Elon Musk is a Nazi. And the reason we know this, despite being told he's not by the national media, the corrupt corporate media, is because of the Hitler salute, which he delivers 3 times in a state of orgasmic ecstasy on the edge of the exercise of his political power. And so in the United States today, a few short weeks later, Elon Musk is out of control. The public lands in the national parks are under attack. The land is to be sold off and the trees to be cut down. Social Security, which has not missed a check for 80 years, who has received $38 billion in taxpayer subsidies, has declared that Social Security, again, which has never missed a check, is a Ponzi scheme, as opposed to an enormous moral achievement in the United States, the greatest anti-poverty program in world history that is emulated in every country in the world. So Donald Trump has the 401ks and retirement accounts of the American people is being crushed by the Trump economic collapse, being snuffed out by the coming Trump recession and depression. Donald Trump takes his Nazi crybaby outside and pretends to buy a Tesla, which day by day is becoming a worthless piece of the MAGA empire. Everybody who drives one of these things, who is appalled at having to drive it, understands at their first opportunity they need to get rid of it. Elon Musk is only 50 years old, and so he will live a long time in a type of gilded isolation, a figure of anathema to the American people, a disdained and despised man who was an immigrant to this country, benefited enormously from its opportunities, and then plunged a poison Nazi knife into the back of the Republic, into the back of Lady Liberty. This terrible moment around the world where America is betraying our allies, where ballistic missiles rain down on Kyiv while Donald Trump does stunts in Washington, while sycophants like Lindsey Graham wildly flip-flop on positions and then explain it by saying, I trust Trump, between media appearances where he goes on television and blusters nonsense and the hosts don't call him out. This crisis has several dimensions. There is an economic crisis that is going to impoverish people, that's coming hard, that's coming fast. And it's caused, for one reason, Donald Trump's insanity. His yes men will not tell him no. The Trump recession is coming faster than an Elon Musk rocket after it exploded, falling back to earth. There is a national security crisis. America has betrayed its allies. America has betrayed its friends. America has betrayed its values, its ideals, its ideas, and the world is furious. Look at these pictures of American products in Canada. Look at these headlines from around the world. This will make us poorer. This will make us less safe, being hated for Donald Trump's sins does not make us great, my friends. It just makes us hated. And my last name isn't Trump. And like you, none of us deserve it. Everything we stand for as a country, that we celebrate, that we pledge allegiance to, is being pissed on, being shit on right now in this moment by a combination of selfishness, venality, and insanity. And mostly America's business leaders, America's billionaires, the people with the most are the people who are the quietest. When there was no risk to anything, these people wouldn't shut up about anything. And now, where are they? Not a peep. Of course, the moral giants of the 20th century tried to tell us. Elie Wiesel told us the great danger wasn't the perpetrator. It was the indifference of the witness. These days will play out in the same manner that every day has always played out. They last 24 hours. And there's 7 days in a week and 30 in a month, 365 in a year. And there are 4 years in Trump's term and a little over a year and a half until the midterm elections, where we have the ability to vote all of these people out of office. And they must be voted out of office. There's a lot of people in America who don't think they have a stake, who don't participate, who don't vote. A lot of those people aren't even allowed to have bank accounts. The purpose of a political party, of a political movement, is to talk about what matters to the people that live in the country and be able to offer a vision, create prosperity, create peace, create opportunity. Let's stop talking about what words can be said out loud and start talking about the failing schools and the lack of opportunity and the fact that the American dream is crumpled, because that's the antidote to Trumpism. Right now, Democrats have an opportunity to impose their will on Donald Trump by making him stop something under threat of denying him the votes that are necessary for him and the Republican Congress who run the government to maintain it being opened, to maintain the funding that they're using to strangle it. Today, 78-year-old U.S. Senator Jeanne Shaheen from New Hampshire did the right thing, and after a long season of service, has hung it up, retired, and passed the torch. Thank you, Senator. It was the right thing to do. And you live in a city where none of your colleagues seem to find their way to ever doing the right thing. It's good to stand alone. This moment is the preface to change. In a year and a half, the Congress, a lot of them, will be swept from power, and it will be a good thing. Until then, this is the warning. I'm Steve Schmidt. This is the warning. I invite you to join this community where I promise to be honest, blunt, and direct about what is happening in this country. America is in crisis. Follow and subscribe to this channel on YouTube and on Substack. Thank you.